Hey, Michigan Dipper here. We're doing a little special video tonight. Obviously, you can tell by the title. It says, "What's really inside Afro Dippers Fro?" Now, I've gotten some alarming news that he's going to be shaving his afro off, but I think there's a little bit more to it than what meets the eye. So I asked a couple friends of mine to dig up some stuff, some paperwork, some medical records and stuff like that. So we're going to find what's really going on inside Afro Dipper's head there. So stay tuned. We got a hell of a little video going on. I got some documents, I got some x-rays, and I got some diagrams. So we're going to get to the bottom of why Afro Dipper's going to be getting rid of his fro. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Teach me how to bucket. Teach me how to bucket. Teach me how to bucket. Teach me how to bucket.
I'm a badges love me. I'm a badges love me. I'm a badges love me. You ain't messing with my bucket.
So I've been hearing a lot of rumors this past week that Afro Dipper's going to be shaving his afro off. Now, if you ask me, that sounds kind of suspicious in my book. I mean, that kid loves his afro, obviously. Y'all can tell that. So like I said, I did some digging around. And you're probably saying, Rob, what the hell do you got all this stuff out here for? Well, believe it or not, these are x-rays of Afro Dipper's skull. Okay? And this little guy right here, now this is actually a based upon model of what Afro Dipper's skull looks like today. These x-rays, I'll show you those in a little while, but these x-rays were when he was a little kid. Okay? So now, we're looking at the skull here, a more mature 16-year-old Afro Dipper. You know, we got our nice little fro. Get into what all this means in a little while. And then we got a full-scale, well, miniature model of what Afro Dipper looked like when he was about 9, 10 years old. So, and anyway, down to the documents. Afro Dipper's schooling. This one is the granddaddy of them all, his medical records. Blows your mind. These are different projects of what, these are different clippings in the Wisconsin news about Afro Dipper. I mean, I think some of this goes back to his family back in the day because these are old newspaper clippings with dealing with the afro and that. So this goes back a long time, folks. So we'll get into that a little bit later. So the medical records. These are interesting. I got a birth certificate here. The strange thing that comes up in this is Afro Dipper wasn't born in any hospital. That's what's really alarming. It says he was born at Wisconsin zoos. I'm not going to give the city, but he was born in a zoo. Now, doesn't that make it a little bit suspicious? I mean, even this document. Now, I got the document of, it's a copy, because I couldn't get the originals. Now, this one says he was born with the fro intact. He was 7 pounds, 8 ounces, and at 18 inches long. And it says here, the additional 3 inches are due to the fro. So that's pretty interesting stuff. Also says here on page 19 that Afro Dipper had strange, like, cannibalistic tendencies. He would start feeding on other people. Now this is getting to be serious stuff, folks. I mean, cannibalism? I mean, what? what is this kid doing? I mean, then it goes through federal stuff here. I'm not going to get too in-depth in this. It says right here, his main food of choice was raw meat. Raw meat and cattails. Am I reading that right? Yep. Raw meat and cattails. And it goes in depth of what he liked to drink. Now most kids, you know, they like milk, water, juice. No, it says he liked the blood of dead fetuses. What in the hell is going on here? That's enough of that. So we'll get into his schooling. Now this is a transcript of his schooling record. From the age of 6 till currently, he has been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different schools for bad behavior, cannibalistic type behavior. Now, I don't know if that's due with the fro or some kind of messed up genetic genes. So, we got that. Now, this is back to the skull here. Now, with the fro and that, we got the made-up fro here. Kind of looks like him, but, now, just imagine Afro Dipper without a fro. What's he going to look like? Now, just picture this if it had skin on it. This is what he looked like. Pretty hideous, don't you think? A little bit more hideous than before. Now with Afro Dipper in his early years, you can see, you know, he's got kind of a misproportioned jaw. The rib cage is kind of deformed looking. He's missing some limbs. His hands, whoop. Now his hands are kind of crippled looking. Look at that. Now check these x-rays out as best as you can. Okay, now these are x-rays of Afro Dipper, and you can see there's like a slight blemish right in here. Now I don't know if that's some kind of brain trauma or what it is. I mean, look at this one. You can even see there's markings within inside the brain. The eye cavity looks kind of distorted. And look at over here. We got brain photos. Now these are photos of his brain. They don't look like they're all quite human. So I don't know if Afro Dipper is completely human or not. So, anywho, yeah, look at this one. Now guys, I've showed you some of the read some of the documents. I've showed you some of the x-rays, some models. You guys make your own opinion why Afro Dipper is going to be shaving his fro off. I think there's more that meets the story here. I mean, he's a cool cat overall, but all of a sudden now he's going to be shaving his afro off. There's something not right here, guys. So, anyway, I'm done with this. I'm going to get back to dipping and spitting. So you all have a good night. And if I don't see you around, I'll see you around. Here? Yeah.